How we doing, guys? Going to tie another mayfly pattern here for you this evening. It is the Phoenix mayfly, or a variant of it. This one is from Pardridge, Irish mayflies, the fly fisher grade. Fantastic book. So it has some really great patterns in it, especially for all the big famous mayfly locks in Ireland, corded mask, shieling, all the rest of them. The hook that I'm tying on is a hook-kamasan B175, size 12. I'm using olive uni thread, size 80. I'm just going to apply the tail of the fly here. What it is it's just pheasant tail fibres. Just pinch a bunch of maybe 5 or 6 or so, and the length you're looking for is at least twice the length of the hook, at the very least. Probably slightly longer than that. I'm happy with that there, so just going to pinch it between my finger and my thumb, pull a loop down over it, catch it in, have a look at it, there we are. Right, I'm going to wind those fibres all the way down. As you'll see, I've left myself about 3 or 4 mil there at the eye of the hook. And the reason being is because I've got 2 hackles to go in there in the head, and plus I'm also going to put a claret micro glint pencil hothead in the head of this fly. Just catching in the rib of the fly there. I'm going to wind back down towards the beginning of the tail. I'm going to bring that around and catch it in there. I find it easier doing that. If you pull it through underneath the hook and leave it attached in at your spring there at the back, I find it easier to catch on your palmer. Now, for the body of this fly, I'm just going to take my wax, put a bit of wax in my thread, and what I'm using is hare's fur. That's going to be the body. So the rib that I've just caught in there is Vineyard's French wire, gold. It's just a fine gold wire. So I'm going to double that on. I like to dub it on quite thick, because what I do is once I put on my palmered hackle, I like to take a toothbrush tip just to tease all them hare's ear fibres out. Now, and just come down the body. If you've any excess, what I do is I just wind it back. There we go. Now, for the palmered hackle, what I'm using here is an olive cock hackle. So I'm going to catch that on the side. A couple of nice tight turns just to make sure that it doesn't slip. I like to put the first wrap or 2 around the shoulder of the fly, and then start to come down the body. 3 to 4 turns you're looking for. That's my third. Now what I do here, if I just press my finger there, keeps the hackle through, bring my rib out of my wire, pull it to the opposite side, and then just pull it right over, and it just catches in your palmered hackle perfectly, and then just come down the body. 3 to 4 turns is plenty. There we go. At this stage, just going to trim that stalk away, and I'm just going to catch that gold wire in. Here now, I like to pull everything back and just wind back towards. There we go. Now we can trim away the excess of the rib. Come on with my scissors, take them down, slide them up, trim that away. Now, if you just get your toothbrush and just tease all that out. There we go. See the rougher this looks, the better. Now, for my next hackle, this is a red genetic hen. I'm just going to tie this in front of the olive. Catch that on the side there. This time I'm going to wind down towards the eye. Trim that away. And then I'm going to wind back up again. That's me just getting ready. Just putting in a nice base for my head. Now for this, all you're looking for is one and a half turns at most. You do not need any more. See that there? That's plenty. I'm just going to tie that off with that. There we are. Trim away your excess. Tease those fibres back. And then just tidy up your head area. There we are. One less wee fibre, there we go. Right, and now for the final head hackle, which is this. It is dyed olive French partridge. Beautiful, beautiful feather to work with. I love working with. So I'm just going to catch that in on the side. And it's the effect that the French partridge has and the way it flares, plus how soft it is, the way it moves in the water. That's the bit that drives the trout nuts. And I'm just going to catch the top of this with my hackle pliers, and I'm looking to get 2 or 3 wraps out of this animal. And just remember that while you're winding it, just remember to keep teasing the hackle fibres back. You'll see the way that it flares. Beautiful. Now if I can get one more out of that, I'll be happy. Just one more wrap. Alright, there we go. Tease that all back, and then just bring your tying silk over. Sorry, I just knocked the camera there, and just catch that in. Trim away that excess. Now, at this stage, if there's any of the partridge fibres stuck together, just tease them apart, and then I like to pull them all back, and then just start to form your head on the fly. There we are. You see the way that just a French partridge flares beautifully. It really does. I don't like to tie it back too far. I like it to have a nice flare, a nice spike, because the bigger your spike, the more your hackle sits up like that. When you're stripping that through the water, then the more it'll close and open up again. So the more movement you're getting. So I don't like to tie it back too far, because as I say, folks, it's the movement in these. Maybe tie it back slightly a wee bit more than that. Aye, there we go. It's the movement in these flies that knocks the trout nuts. I'm just going to finish that now. 2, 3, that's plenty. There we are. Right, now just going to come in with my scissors, trim that away, and this is what I'm going to finish the fly off with, guys. It's Vineyards, micro glint, and it's claret. Now the colour as such isn't really claret. What it is a mixture of like really fine red and black tinsel. And the reason that I do this is because the wee glint off the micro glint really accentuates the red hackle that you have behind your French partridge. It's a really great combination. So it is. So what I'm doing is I'm just applying a wee bit of wax to my micro glint. I'm going to come in right at the front of the eye, pull that back towards me, and then just a couple of nice tight wraps. And then this wee excess, trim that away, and then just begin to form your wee hothead. You don't want to over bulk the head of the fly, so don't go crazy with it. That's more than enough. I'm just going to try and finish that now, and this is the hard part. Tying the fly is easy, but it's putting these wee heads on it that I find is the hard bit. So I'm just going to go for a minimum warp finish. There we go. Now all I'm going to do to that, guys, is apply 2 coats of clear varnish and then let it sit to dry. Well, I'm going to put on the first coat first, let it sit to dry, and then I'll finish it off with a final second coat. So just dab that on, wee bit there, wee bit at that side, wee bit on my side, and just spin the fly then. Make sure you get it underneath. Don't worry about getting varnish in the eye of the fly, because you can always clean that out. It's just important not to get the varnish on the hackle fibres. So don't be worrying about varnishing over the eye of the hook, sorry. And there we have it, folks. That is my version of the Phoenix Mayfly, and as I say, it can be found in Patsy Deary's book, The Irish Mayflies, for the fly fishers grade, The Irish Mayflies. Fantastic pattern. I love it. I really do. Listen, folks, thanks very much for watching the video. I'd like to take this opportunity just to thank each and every one of you for supporting the channel. It continues to grow every week. Also, it's Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you all have a great day tomorrow and a Happy New Year when it comes. As I say, thanks very much for watching the video, folks. Probably not see you now until next year, but until then, guys, tight lines. Merry Christmas, everybody.